I know you see the gold teeth, the tattoos, and immediately think I'm another plain, normal, regular black guy. No, player, wrong one. But let me educate you guys today.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Touche, better known as James Jones. Yeah, 365. Peep this, say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 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 Sunday, Monday, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. The feds raided my home. I'm talking about the FBI.
2 days after FBI agents raided his home on a federal search warrant, Ray Bledsoe is speaking out for the first time. He says law enforcement didn't get it right.
Thanks, Adam. But it's not just law enforcement, because law enforcement is just one component, similar to a spider's leg. Well, the spider leg is connected to a body, and that body is our government. Well, the government have several components, or should I say spider legs, that are not getting it right, because the news and the media station plays a huge role on how the public received the story that was aired about me on the news. And not once did the news station say allegedly. Instead, they was allowed to air the false information, and it's still posted to this day.
Look, some excitement on a Marlin City street today. Dennis Turner investigated many seemingly unconnected pieces to today's raid and came up with some disturbing possibilities that right now law enforcement doesn't deny. Sovereign citizen speaks out. On Monday, an FBI raid in Marlin made headlines, and by Tuesday, Central Texas News Now confirmed the raid had to do with an investigation into so-called sovereign citizens. In more news tonight, days have now passed since the FBI raided a Marlin home and arrested a man, but few details have been released. Central Texas News Now dug deeper to get you the latest on what exactly happened. Our Aaron Heft has been leading that search and joins us now live in the studio. Aaron, what is the latest?
Lindsay, Ray Bledsoe Jr. was that man arrested.
I'm definitely going to run that back. But listen carefully. Miss Lindsay just stated that their Aaron Heft has been leading the search.
Our Aaron Heft has been leading that search.
Ray Bledsoe Jr. was that man arrested.
Here's a perfect example how the news get half of their story from their source, with no regards to the other half of the story, even if it's defamation of character, slandering of my name, or a straight up lie.
Ray Bledsoe Jr. was that man arrested.
Central Texas News Now broadcasted this clip August the 14th, 2019.
Central Texas News Now dug deeper.
Ray Clarence Bledsoe Jr. have been deceased since October the 30th, 2004.
Ray Bledsoe Jr. was that man arrested.
That is who they chose
Our Aaron Heft has been
to lead the search.
leading that search.
But here's a perfect example how the news can be used as a weapon, because they get their half of the story, add their twist to the story, and then broadcast it into millions of homes as well as the internet with the intentions to discredit me, with the hopes of smearing my name. Clearly, this is an FBI raid. Squatting is not a federal offense, but each news station took the opportunity to paint the picture.
Aaron Heft joins us in front of that home with an update. Aaron?
Ray Bledsoe Jr. was the man arrested, and he was essentially squatting in the house that you're seeing behind me. Arrested Monday with no clear connection to the FBI raid. He bonded out the same day on $10,000 bail. Now the question is, where is he?
DPS troopers, FBI agents, Falls County Sheriff's deputies, and Marlin police officers were all at the scene of the raid at the house 43-year-old Ray Clarence Bledsoe Jr. neither owned nor rented.
And that was Miss Aaron Heft. And the fact that she keep using my deceased father's name,
Ray Bledsoe Jr.
is proof that their leader in the search,
Our Aaron Heft has been leading that search.
she don't know what she talking about. But that's proof that the news station received misinformation from its non-verified sources and then repeat the false, inaccurate disinformation with the intentions of discrediting me.
Bledsoe is referring to Falls County Sheriff Ricky Skaman, who he believes is behind his arrest before an FBI raid at his home on Monday. The Falls County Sheriff's Office tells Fox 44 the 43-year-old veteran was arrested for having prohibited items in a correctional facility, which is a third-degree felony. The sheriff says he smuggled a cell phone into the jail during a previous arrest for contempt of court.
Earlier, Marlin officers arrested 43-year-old Ray Clarence Bledsoe near a popular diner. Later, a law enforcement source confirmed the FBI's interest in Bledsoe stemmed from his role in the so-called sovereign citizen movement. That cleared the way for the feds and others to search the house for a wide variety of evidence. One of those things, that Bledsoe didn't even own or rent this house.
At the house, 43-year-old Ray Clarence Bledsoe Jr. neither owned nor rented.
As of now, the news got the viewers thinking that I play a role in the so-called sovereign citizen movement.
Later, a law enforcement source confirmed the FBI's interest in Bledsoe stemmed from his role in the so-called sovereign citizen movement.
The news have the people thinking that I smuggled a cell phone into a correctional facility.
The sheriff says he smuggled a cell phone into the jail
after being arrested for contempt of court.
During a previous arrest for contempt of court.
The news got the people thinking that my name is Ray Clarence Bledsoe Jr.
Ray Bledsoe Jr. was the man arrested.
Well, since the news get to tell their story their way, from their point of view, and nothing is said or done, I feel like I should be able to share my story with my point of view and what I think this is all about and pertaining to. Warning, do not try this. This video is not legal advice and does not create an attorney-client relationship. Please seek legal counsel regarding your particular situation. I'm telling you, do not try quoting these penal codes and end up with the FBI knocking on your door.
Hey, you did not see me educate the laws on the front lawn. They came at me like I was dumb. I served them with words, you hear me?
Man Talk Major podcast.
For real.
Yes,
I mean, the man was sitting on his porch.
Yes.
He's not harassing anybody.
My Nick, hey, listen. This is why I make these videos right here. It is your right to be able to film public workers to make sure that they're doing their job correctly. Shoemaker, what's going on, brother? Shoemaker, what's going on, brother?
Take time a second.
If you notice, I said brother multiple times because that was me letting the officer know that I'm coming in peace and I don't want any drama.
Okay,
So
the
suspect
only
me of
crime
committing.
that I have right now is y'all failure to identify. Okay?
Let's start with the Bible. Go to Google, type in Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, and it states, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children." See, when you've been misinformed, you hear me? Miseducated, then it is a system designed for you to fail. And he thought I was one of the ones that was lacking the knowledge. And this is what he said.
Okay,
So
the
suspect
only
me of
crime
committing.
that I have right now is y'all failure to identify.
Texas Penal Code, failure to identify. A person commits an offense if he intentionally refused to give his name, residence, address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person. I am not under arrest.
That's why when he asked for my identification, I already knew. That's number 1 on Bledsoe 10 Commandments.
Why was I able to even recite 38.02, failure to identify, if I hadn't done my homework on it? Failure to identify only becomes a crime when one has already been lawfully arrested for a crime. Let me give you an example, sir, since I don't know who you is.
What about detained?
Huh?
And what about detained?
These public servants in my yard bothering me. But since they see that I know the rules, the laws, you can't just handle me the way that you handle. I'm not those who are lacking the knowledge. He in return asked me, what about detained?
And what about detained?
Okay, Constable Shoemaker, I'll share with you about detained. Detained is an anonymous arrest. The minute you restrict me to that one area and I'm unable to move about freely, that is under arrest. But you don't use the word under arrest because if you use the words under arrest, you have to then read me my rights, which is the right to remain silent. And what I say can and will be used against me. So you don't use the word arrest. you use the word detained. Therefore, you can continue to question me. Anything that I say is considered confession. Came out of my mouth. So you use the matter of fact, here's an example on what detained means.
US
82 SO, 2 detained.